Hey, everybody, it's Mr. Greg. Thank you so much for taking the time to join us. Happy Sunday for us around here at the Kindergarten Smorgasbord. That means it's time for Scheduling Sunday. And so I will get into that a little bit. I'll get into the details of Scheduling Sunday, what it is, why we do it, how it works, all the things. I want to go ahead and remind everybody to hit that share button, invite your friends to join us. We'll be talking all about what I have planned for my classroom this week. If you have any questions about lesson plans, the classroom, back to school, anything like that, let us know and we'll be happy to answer those. I'm watching the comments, so drop us some comments. Let us know, are you in school? When do you go back? How many days have you been in school? If you're in school, how's your school year going so far? Any questions you have, let us know. So one of the things we get, I know a lot of us talk about, is teacher life balance and how do we like balance all the things. And I know there's a lot of social media push to sorry for the shaking. There is a 5-year-old underneath of me playing her video game. um, I know there's a lot of social media pressure to only work contract hours, don't go in early, don't stay late. But when it comes to, please stop kicking. When it comes to finding the balance, you have to find what works for you, because not leaving at contract hours doesn't always work for everybody. That could be more stressful for you. That could be harder for you. And so when you're thinking about finding that work-life balance, do what works for you. Go early if you need to. Stay a little bit late if you need to. Work on the weekends if you need to. Take work home if you need to. Whatever you want to do, whatever works for you, do it. Just because social media is telling us to only do contract hours, don't take work home, don't listen to that. We have to do what works for us to find the balance, because each of us is different. We all have different needs. We all have different schedules, different lives. And so finding what works for you is the key. Here's what works for me and my family. And we've done this for years and years, and it works great for us. We do Scheduling Sunday. So every Sunday morning, I get up with Adeline. Me and Adeline hang out in the mornings for a few hours. I get her breakfast. And then at lunchtime, we go upstairs. We have lunch. And then Jason, she goes and hangs out with Jason. Her and Jason do stuff. And I come downstairs to my new office space, which has a beautiful background now. And I plan and prep for the entire week. And what I'm doing for 3-4 hours down here on Sundays is I'm prepping for the entire week, which means everything is done. Everything is ready to go. So I can roll into my class on Monday morning, ready to go. The great thing about that is if meetings come up, when we have meetings, if things happen and I don't get all my planning time, I'm not stressed out because everything is ready to go. That means I don't have to stay super late. I don't have to go super early. I can if I need to, can if I want to, but I don't have to. And so that's what works for us. Having everything planned and prepped, spending those few hours on Sunday just makes the week easier. It makes everything less stressful for us. And so that's what works for me. And again, find what works for you and make it work. And it takes time. Like it took me years to find a plan, a routine that worked. And so we finally found it and we love it. And so the 5-year-old is needing some attention. And so that's Scheduling Sunday. So Scheduling Sunday is my time on Sunday afternoons to plan and prep for the week, to get everything ready to go so that my week is a little bit easier, and that just kind of helps that work-life balance a little bit. Scheduling Sunday is also our blog post where we share all of the things that we're doing in our classroom. This is where we put our lesson plans each week. We share all of the resources that we're using, activities that we're doing. I share at least one new idea that we're implementing in our classroom every Sunday. So this is where you'll find all the goodies. So let me show you what it looks like. So this is the Scheduling Sunday blog post. It's on our website, thekindergartensmorgasbord.com. You just go there. It's if you go there on a Sunday, Scheduling Sunday will be the very first blog post that you see. And then you can scroll down and it looks like this. The first thing you're going to see our lesson plans. And so you'll click this image and that will download our free lesson plans. So each week we post our lesson plans and you can download those for free. And if you actually go to the resource center, and now Alexa has decided to join the conversation. Alexa off. If you go to the resource center here on our website, we actually have 13 years of free lesson plans that you can download. And so every Sunday you can find our weekly lesson plans right there. It'll look, that image will be the same all year long. So you can just click that, download the lesson plans. And then we have our lesson plan templates. So this week, very exciting. This is always a highlight for us. We are kicking off ABC Boot Camp, which is always a highlight. Not only are we making that leap into start reading and writing, but ABC Boot Camp is fantastic for establishing routines, procedures, bringing that needed structure into our classrooms. And you're going to have a lot of fun. It's going to be a lot of laughs. We're going to make hats. We're going to be learning. We're going to be having fun. So this week, we're doing the letters M-A-T-D-O because we're following the order of our required foundational skills curriculum. And so that's the order that we're going in. We've done this for a few years now. It works just as well as ABC order or any order. The great thing about ABC Bootcamp is it works in any order with any curriculum, any scope and sequence. And so the order doesn't matter. What we love about ABC order is the predictability. That gets the kids more engaged because they can predict what comes next. But the great thing about ABC Bootcamp, it works in any order and the results are always the same. So we'll do our circle charts. We'll do our handwriting. So this is when we're doing explicit handwriting instruction. I'm going to model, and then the kids are going to practice, and I'm going to be moving around the classroom supporting them. One of the things that we do for ABC Bootcamp, just first thing in the morning message, the kids write the letter for the day because I want to see, how do they hold their marker? How do they hold their pencil? Can they form the letter? Just gives me some insight into their handwriting for the day. And then, of course, everybody's favorite, the ABC Bootcamp hats. These, the first week, y'all, I will be the first one to admit that these are time consuming. It can be a little painful because the kids are just learning how to color. They're just learning how to use scissors. And so, come on, Baby. Dolly. Baby. And now Dolly's decided she wants to go outside. Thank you, Dolly. Listen, it is real life around here, y'all. Nothing is staged. Nothing is perfect. And that's how we like it. So we are live with a 5-year-old and a dog hanging out, having a good time. So welcome to our Sunday afternoons here at the Kindergarten Smorgasbord. So the hats, that first week, they are tough. But the great thing after the first week is they become independent. Hello! So they become more independent. And then so the way it works after week 1 is I create my model, and then the kids can see it. Then they do it on their own. The other thing to keep in mind about the hats,
where are they?
They can see us, but we can't see them right now. You want to see them when I'm done? Okay, I'll tell you when I'm done. I'll tell you when I'm done. You can come see them. Think about this. One of the things that we talk about our kids needing every year is fine motor skills. ABC Bootcamp gives them 26 dedicated days of fine motor skills and cutting practice. Imagine the impact. Think about how much of an impact that's going to have on your students after 26 days. They're going to go from some scary cutting at the beginning to some really great cutting at the end. So just another benefit of ABC Bootcamp. This year, we're also kicking off with Phonemic Awareness Bootcamp. So the way that it's going to work is 10 minutes of Phonemic Awareness Bootcamp, because phonemic awareness is meant to be quick, and that leads right into ABC Bootcamp. So it's going to be 10 minutes of phonemic awareness with a Phonemic Awareness Bootcamp, and then we move right into the ABC Bootcamp circle chart. So that's kind of how those two work together and overlap to support each other. This week with Phonemic Awareness Bootcamp, it's skill 1. We're starting with sentences. What is a sentence? It needs a who, it needs a do. And so that's what we're going to be working on this week is sentences, getting the kids to identify sentences, build sentences, say sentences, lots of oral language happening. This week, we're also working on names. We're going to read the book, Your Name is a Song. We're going to do some name charts, talking about how to spell our names, letters in our names, how to say our names, all the great things about names. And then on Friday, we're going to do our torn paper names. And so one of our favorite art projects, makes a great display. What I do, I use black construction paper, 12 by 18. I write their names with a white crayon, and then I model how to tear the paper in little pieces. And then the kids do it. And so some of them obviously have better fine motor skills at the beginning of the year, and that's okay. It's something we're going to work on. And so it's a great fine motor activity at the beginning of the year. Lots and lots of modeling, lots of reminders about tearing little pieces. We're not using scissors. They're not pre-cut. They're not pre-torn. The kids are doing all of the tearing because it's building those fine motor skills. This week in reading, we are going to be doing Miss Nelson is Missing because it is a classic must read for back to school. Great for talking about rules and procedures and expectations and logical consequences. We compare and contrast the characters. We'll compare and contrast the classroom and the story to our classroom. We even talk about what kind of teacher the kids want. And so they come up with all the words they want me to be as a teacher. And it's just a great way to build those relationships. Math is all about counting to 10 this week. We're continuing number boot camp. We started that last week, the first week of school. So this week we're doing 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The kids did great with it last week. They're catching on to the vocabulary, the routines, and the procedures, doing some great number writing as well. We're also using Math It Up, counting to 10 and 20, to do some great counting lessons. The first one we do is the kids draw their face. We stick them I use white sticky notes. They stick it on there. We count how many kids are in our class. So it's a fun art activity, fun counting activity as well. We're going to read 10 Pigs, an epic bath adventure. And we're going to do whole group counting and independent counting. So on the first day, we'll read the story. We'll use our giant bathtub and our pigs. The kids will put the pigs in the bathtub. On the second day, they're going to use their little pig erasers and their smaller bathtubs, and they'll do it on their own. Then we're going to do egg carton counting. This comes right from our math curriculum. It's an included lesson in our math curriculum. I don't know why egg cartons. I honestly don't know, but they use egg cartons. The kids last year loved it. They thought it was hilarious. So we just found these plastic egg cartons on Amazon. We'll just give them red and yellow counters, and they'll just practice counting using egg cartons. And because it's back to school, it means we're all trying not to get sick and get the kid germs. So we're going to be talking all about germs with our germs research project. We'll start with a schema map, our very first one of the school year. Then we do lots of read alouds and videos to learn about germs. We're going to record our information on our graphic organizers as we learn about germs. And then we're going to learn how to wash our hands properly. We're going to sequence. We're going to do a sequencing activity, both whole group and independent. And then the next day, after we've learned to wash our hands, the next day we do this. Dolly, get in here. We do this. Get in here. We do this really fun activity. If you don't do this, I highly recommend it. All of the links and resources, information are in the Germs Research Project. But my kids go crazy for this every year because it's a hands-on experiment where they actually get to see the germs. They get to see how the germs spread, and they get to see if they're good hand washers or not. And most of them are not, and that's okay. So you get this glow soap, use a black light. You can see the germs lighting up. And then what happens is before they even go wash their hands, they are touching everything. So everything in the classroom is glowing because that now means germs have gone everywhere. So the kids get a really good idea of how germs spread and the importance of hand washing. And then after they wash their hands, we can see if they got all the germs off. And typically what they see is we didn't get all the germs off, but there's still germs on our clothes, on our arms, on the floor. And so it's just a really fun way to learn about germs. And of course, every Friday, we have Foodie Fun Friday. This week, we are making our school bus cookies. Last week, we did pencil cookies and friendship salad. So this week, we're doing the school bus cookies. And so make sure to grab the Foodie Fun Friday resources. There are 2 of them. They each have more than 30 different recipes for snacks that we use in our classroom. This week, our morning meeting is a school bus greeting. It's a PowerPoint where the school bus will drive away and the kids' pictures will appear. And as the pictures appear, they'll say, "Good morning." There's a free resource for you. Then we always link resources that we're using in our classroom. And again, these are all resources that I've created that have been used in my classroom. They are classroom proven. And this is what I'm doing in my classroom this week with my 21 students. And of course, we're also hyper focused on routines, procedures, relationship building. And that's why we're doing a lot of the fun stuff. ABC Boot Camp. I'm drawing the pictures. We're laughing together. We're bonding, right? The hats are fun. They're silly. That germs experiment, it's a blast. We're having a lot of fun and building those relationships as we kick off the school year. And then at the end of the blog post, we have links to different blog posts that might be helpful to you, including a detailed blog post on Schedule on Sunday, how we do it, why we do it. So it gives you lots of information on Schedule on Sunday. So that is what we have planned for the week. A lot happening, but that's the idea, is that you also want to keep them busy, right? Especially at the beginning of the year, you want to keep them busy, so that you don't have that downtime, all while focusing on those routines and procedures. So I noticed there are a couple of questions. If you have any questions about anything, let me know. I'll be happy to answer those. And so I just received a gift.
It's me.
It's you. You want to come say hi? Jump.
Hello.
Can you say hi? What grade are you in now?
Kindergarten.
Do you like kindergarten?
Yeah.
Hey, can you tell everybody what's something you have in your classroom?
What's something they have in
What do you have in your classroom? Do you have
a trampoline.
A trampoline? And did you make a snack on Friday?
Yeah.
What did you make?
American flag.
American flag, yeah.
That made that right here.
No, you can't sit right there. Do you like kindergarten?
Yeah.
Yeah. And did you count chickens?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bok.
Bok bok. Yeah. And do you have a great teacher? Yeah. You love your teacher? Yeah. All right. Tell everybody bye-bye. It's time to go.
Bye-bye.
Okay.
Goo-goo.
Thank you. Yeah, I also cannot believe that she is in kindergarten. So a couple of questions. Do you write your plans in your planner as well? Yes. So the typed plans, those are more detailed. And so that's where I put all the details. In my planner, what I do for each day is I just jot down the activity, like ABC Boot Camp M. So that's what I have laid out on my desk. So I can just glance at it in the morning or during the day to see what's coming next. Then I have the detailed plans if I need those. Is it okay to go out of order when doing ABC Boot Camp? Yes. We actually talk about this a lot. It's included in the download. Nope, don't pull on that. It's I talked about it here at the beginning. It's on the website. ABC Boot Camp is designed intentionally to work in any order because there's no research that says any certain order is better than others. Because if there was, we would all be doing the same order. Every curriculum would have the same order. So it does work in any order, can follow any scope and sequence, any curriculum. The only difference we've ever noticed with ABC Boot Camp is that when you go in ABC order, the kids are more engaged because it's predictable. They know what's coming next. So that's just something to keep in mind, but it works in any order. Do you have a colors boot camp? I do not have a colors boot camp. We did brown bear last year. We have Read It Up, brown bear. And so that was great for colors last week. How do you stay organized?
Come do it.
Okay, pull your chair over here. So staying organized, it's really about I'm not really organized a lot. It looks like it, but it's not. It's really about, one of the things I've learned is having a place for everything, putting things up where it goes, but also having things mapped out. So like we have our year-long plan that maps out our school year for us. That helps a lot. Having, of course, our okay, you have to be quiet, okay? Having our teacher planner. You can find our planners on bertoandco.com. We use our notepads from Berto & Co. We use our teacher binder from Berto & Co. All of those tools help me stay organized because it keeps all of my keeps all of our information together and organized, keeps me on track. And so that's one way to do it. But really just having things planned out and prepped is one of the things that really keeps me sane, is because if I can't find things, if things aren't ready,
Yeah,
I
there
get
it is, another one.
I get stressed out, and then that just adds to the, it just makes the classrooms, more stressful, and we don't want that. And so
I know there's a mosquito in here.
there's a mosquito in here.
Yeah, I saw it flying under the
Oh
desk.
no, there's a mosquito in here.
Yeah, and it bit me.
Oh, it bit you. Uh-oh.
Just kidding.
Oh, just kidding. How all this could be provided for kinder autism class. So all of our resources can be adapted for any classroom. I've had the past couple of years, I have had a student in my classroom with autism. And so the resources and the way we approach it worked very well. And so you would just need to adapt the resources to meet the needs of your students. And the great thing about all of our resources is they're intentionally designed to work in any classroom, pre-K through second grade. And so check them out. Check out those resources, and you'll be able to use them to meet the needs of all of your students. All right. I don't think there are any more questions. Do you have any questions?
Yep.
What's your question?
So, Elevate is a long time. So,
Yeah, Elevate will be coming up next summer. Can you say Austin,
Austin,
Nashville,
Nashville,
and St. Paul? St. Paul.
St. Paul.
Yeah. And if they come and see us at Elevate, do you have glitter pins for people? Yeah, you give out glitter pins.
Yeah, and don't forget, this is Dolly Ball in Dada's classroom.
Yeah, that's Dolly's ball.
I thought she had only big ball, but she had that one.
All right, can you tell everybody to have a great week?
Have a great week, and don't forget to subscribe.
Oh, that's right. So like us and subscribe.
Right, you subscribe.
Yeah, and check out, what did you used to tell people to check out our
Like
what?
on the like button.
Yeah, and check out our planners. What did you say?
I can't.
Oh, you're telling secrets?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, and don't forget. Remember, don't forget to subscribe the like button.
Yeah.
And don't forget to hit a big thumbs up if this elevator is good and the bad are good.
Yeah, give
If
us you want them to give you a big thumbs up?
Yeah.
Okay.
If someone's mean to you, then just tell my dad.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you all so much. Have a great week, and we will see you all soon. Tell everybody bye-bye.
Wait.
No, tell them bye. We got to go. Say bye.
Bye, Bouncy Ball.